Have you ever wondered why some men notice changes in their penile size as they age? What if I told you that these changes, often labeled as penile shrinkage, aren't as inevitable as they might seem? Believe it or not, there are tangible science-backed steps you can take to maintain, indeed even improve, your size and overall sexual health as time goes on. To start, here's a mind-blowing statistic. According to projections published in the BJU International, it's estimated that by the year 2025, nearly 322 million men worldwide will experience some form of erectile dysfunction. Many of these cases are tied to factors such as poor blood flow, metabolic syndrome, hormonal imbalances, and other underlying conditions that often contribute to perceived shrinkage. Erectile dysfunction and shrinkage are intimately related. Any factor reducing the quality of erections over time can lead to gradual tissue atrophy. And it's not just older men. While it's true that the risk increases with age, younger men can also encounter these issues if they neglect critical aspects of their health, like diet, exercise, and stress management. The Cleveland Clinic has noted that around 1 in 10 adult males will suffer from persistent erectile dysfunction at some point in their life, and many of these men also report a sense of reduced size or shrinkage. However, here's the good news. Penile shrinkage doesn't have to be a permanent reality. And no, you don't need to resign yourself to living with it. Throughout this script, we're diving deep into the reasons behind shrinkage, unpacking the science, the myths, and most importantly, the solutions. If you're worried about penile shrinkage, or if you've already noticed changes, this is the conversation you need to tune into. But before we begin, let me invite you to join our growing community. If you haven't subscribed yet, tap that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. This ensures you never miss our latest updates. And if you find this video or audio podcast helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps share this message with others who might need it. Your feedback means everything. So after watching, drop a yes in the comments if this resonates, or type no if you'd like to see improvements. I value your thoughts. Now, let's get into the heart of the matter. We'll uncover what penile shrinkage really is, why it happens, and most importantly, how you can regain size and confidence without surgery or expensive procedures. Every piece of advice we'll explore is designed to be practical, safe, and accessible to nearly everyone. By the end, you'll have a clearer perspective on why shrinkage occurs, and more crucially, what you can do to address it. Understanding penile shrinkage. Penile shrinkage is not just a superficial issue. It's often a result of deeper internal changes in the body. While the penis itself may appear smaller or less robust, the root causes usually involve blood flow, hormonal balance, and overall tissue health. The term shrinkage can be misleading. It might suggest a sudden or dramatic change, but more commonly, it's a gradual process. Let's break this down further. Number 1, decreased blood flow. The penis relies heavily on robust circulation to maintain both flaccid and erect size. When blood vessels become compromised, the tissues don't receive the nutrients and oxygen they need. The result can be atrophy or a weakening of the tissue. In medical terms, this is often linked to a process called atherosclerosis, which involves the buildup of plaque within the arteries, narrowing them over time. When those arteries lead to the penis, you can see how a reduced blood supply can result in visible changes. Number 2, use it or lose it principle. Yes, this might sound like a cliche, but it holds true for penile health. Typically, younger men experience nocturnal erections 5 to 8 times a night. These spontaneous erections serve as a sort of workout for penile tissue, ensuring consistent blood flow and oxygenation. As men get older, or if they deal with certain health conditions like diabetes, obesity, or metabolic syndrome, those nightly erections can decline. And that reduction in natural stimulation leads to reduced tissue health over time. Number 3, declining testosterone levels. Testosterone is the principal male sex hormone, influencing everything from libido to muscle mass to energy levels. According to the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, it's not unusual for testosterone levels to drop by about 1% per year after the age of 30. This gradual decline might not seem like a lot initially, but over a span of a couple of decades, it can add up. Lower testosterone often correlates with reduced libido, poorer erection quality, and less robust penile tissue. Number 4, the role of belly fat and insulin resistance. We often think of belly fat as a cosmetic issue, something that just affects the way we look. However, storing excess fat around the abdomen is much more than that. It's a marker of insulin resistance, which can wreak havoc on your metabolic and vascular health. Insulin resistance can lead to poor circulation, higher systemic inflammation, and lower testosterone. According to a 2012 study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, men with higher abdominal fat were significantly more likely to experience erectile dysfunction and associated forms of penile atrophy. Number 5, lifestyle factors and stress. The fast-paced modern lifestyle can significantly affect sexual health. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, which in turn can disrupt testosterone production. Poor sleep, high stress, and suboptimal nutrition all combine to create a downward spiral for sexual health. It's not just about how you're aging, it's about how you're living every single day. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine revealed that approximately 52% of men over 50 experience some degree of shrinkage or reduced erectile function, primarily due to the factors we've discussed: vascular issues, hormonal imbalances, and lack of consistent tissue stimulation. Think of your penis like a well-maintained car engine. If you consistently supply it with high-quality fuel, nutrition, keep its parts well-oiled, blood flow, and drive it regularly, nocturnal and sexual activity, it can run well for years. But if you neglect it, if you park it in a garage without ever letting the engine run, the components deteriorate much faster. The same principle applies to penile tissue, which thrives on attention, blood supply, and overall good health practices. How to prevent penile shrinkage. The silver lining to all of this is that prevention is not only possible, but it can be relatively straightforward once you understand what your body needs. While genetics play a role in many aspects of health, lifestyle choices often serve as the deciding factor in whether or not you'll experience shrinkage. You might not be able to stop the clock from ticking, but you can certainly ensure that time doesn't degrade your penile health unnecessarily. So, how do you start? Here are 5 science-backed tips to help you prevent penile shrinkage before it begins, or slow it down if you've already noticed changes. Number 1, boost blood flow. Your penile tissue thrives on proper circulation. Healthy blood vessels are like a network of highways, delivering nutrients, oxygen, and hormones exactly where they need to go. If those highways get clogged, damaged, or constricted, the tissue in question suffers. Eat nitrate-rich foods. Leafy greens like spinach and arugula, beets, and citrus fruits are phenomenal for enhancing nitric oxide production in the body. Nitric oxide is a vasodilator. It helps to relax and widen your blood vessels, increasing circulation. A 2015 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that participants who consumed a nitrate-rich diet experienced measurable improvements in vascular health and blood pressure. Take magnesium-rich foods. Almonds, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, and spinach are packed with magnesium. Magnesium helps to regulate nerve function, muscle tone, and blood sugar control, all of which are indirectly tied to vascular health. Chronic magnesium deficiency has been associated with inflammation and oxidative stress in blood vessels, both of which reduce blood flow. Emphasize omega-3 fatty acids. Found in fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, as well as in walnuts and flax seeds, omega-3 fats have anti-inflammatory properties that can protect blood vessel integrity. Higher omega-3 intake has been linked to better endothelial function, meaning the lining of your blood vessels performs optimally, allowing more blood to circulate to penile tissue. Number 2, stay physically active. Exercise isn't just about looking good at the beach. It's vital for overall cardiovascular and metabolic health. When you engage in regular physical activity like brisk walking, jogging, cycling, or weightlifting, you enhance blood circulation, regulate blood sugar levels, and improve hormone balance. Stronger, healthier blood vessels equate to better erections and reduced risk of shrinkage. Researchers from the Mayo Clinic, 2021, found that moderate to vigorous physical exercise several times a week was linked to a lower incidence of erectile dysfunction in men over 40. Additionally, consistent exercise helps combat obesity, a key contributor to both vascular and hormonal problems. Number 3, maintain a healthy weight. Excess belly fat doesn't just make your penis look smaller by overshadowing it, though that is part of the visual effect. It also sends a critical signal to your body about metabolic dysfunction. A waistline measuring over 40 inches in men has been strongly correlated with insulin resistance and testosterone decline, which in turn accelerate penile shrinkage. Focusing on a balanced diet rich in whole grains, lean protein, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats can go a long way in controlling your weight and mitigating these risk factors. Number 4, prioritize sleep. Your body conducts some of its most important hormonal housekeeping during deep sleep stages. Testosterone production, for instance, peaks during REM sleep. According to the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, 2013, men who are consistently sleep deprived can have testosterone levels up to 10 to 15% lower than those who get adequate rest. Lower testosterone correlates with poor erectile quality and, over time, tissue changes that lead to shrinkage. Aim for at least 6 to 8 hours of uninterrupted rest each night. If you struggle with sleep, consider adopting better sleep hygiene practices. Avoid screen time right before bed, keep your bedroom cool and dark, and try to maintain a consistent bedtime schedule. Number 5, stay sexually active. Think of erections as workouts for your penis. Regular stimulation improves blood flow and keeps the tissue healthy, even if you're not currently in a relationship. This doesn't necessarily mean you must engage in intercourse every day, but consistent sexual activity or even solo stimulation can have a beneficial effect on penile health. Studies have shown that men who maintain an active sexual life often report fewer instances of erectile problems and shrinkage. Remember, use it or lose it applies here in a very literal sense. By implementing these 5 tips, boosting blood flow, staying physically active, maintaining a healthy weight, prioritizing sleep, and staying sexually active, you're already creating a robust defense system against the factors that contribute to shrinkage. Prevention is always easier than reversal, but even if you're starting late, these strategies can still yield significant benefits for your sexual health. Reversing penile shrinkage. Now, what if you've already noticed signs of shrinkage? Maybe you've seen a change in size, hardness, or overall responsiveness. You might be wondering if it's too late to turn things around. The reassuring answer is that penile shrinkage is often reversible, particularly if you identify and address the root causes in a timely manner. Below, we'll outline a step-by-step plan to help you reclaim lost ground and get back to feeling your best. Step 1, heal your blood vessels. To tackle shrinkage, you must start with the foundation, your vascular system. Damaged or constricted blood vessels hamper nutrient and oxygen delivery. The first line of defense, nutrient-dense foods and supplements that support endothelial health in vitamin C. Commonly found in oranges, strawberries, bell peppers, and broccoli, vitamin C boosts nitric oxide production and improves blood flow. According to a 2020 review in Nutrition Research Reviews, individuals who consumed adequate vitamin C showed better endothelial function compared to those who were deficient. Flavonoids. These are plant-based compounds with powerful antioxidant properties. Blueberries, dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa, and green tea are excellent sources. Flavonoids not only reduce inflammation, but also enhance blood vessel flexibility. A flexible blood vessel is more capable of delivering sufficient blood to the penis, which is essential for both erection quality and tissue maintenance. Omega-3s and CoQ10. If you're looking for supplemental support, omega-3 fatty acids, fish oil, and CoQ10 have shown promise in improving arterial health. A study in the European Journal of Nutrition, 2018, indicated that CoQ10 supplementation helped improve endothelial function in participants with mild vascular dysfunction. Step 2, use a penis pump. A penis pump might sound like a gimmick, but there is legitimate science behind it. When used correctly, it creates a vacuum around the penis, drawing blood into the tissue. Over time, regular pumping sessions can help restore tissue elasticity, improve blood flow, and enhance the perception of size. Research support. A 2015 study in the British Journal of Urology found that men who used vacuum erection devices post-prostate surgery had a significantly lower incidence of penile shrinkage compared to those who did not use such devices. This is because the vacuum stimulates blood flow, serving as a form of rehabilitative exercise for the penile tissue. Best practices. If you decide to use a pump, follow the manufacturer's guidelines carefully. Overpumping or using excessive pressure can cause bruising or damage to the tissue. Aim for short sessions, usually 5 to 10 minutes, once or twice a day. Some users also incorporate a constriction ring to maintain the engorgement after pumping, but proceed with caution and do not exceed recommended time limits. Step 3. Practice massaging techniques. After pumping, or even independently of pumping, massaging techniques can further enhance blood flow. One commonly referenced method is jelqing, which involves slow, firm strokes from the base of the penis toward the tip. The theory behind jelqing is that it encourages more blood to enter and remain in the penile tissue, thereby promoting elasticity and size over time. Safety tips. Always use a lubricant to minimize friction and potential tissue irritation. Do not apply excessive pressure. You want to stimulate blood flow, not damage delicate vessels. Many men find that a gentle routine of 5 to 10 minutes of massage per day, a few times a week, can produce noticeable improvements in the quality of erections and perceived size. Additional variations. Some individuals incorporate light stretching or yoga poses that increase pelvic blood flow. Poses like the bridge pose or cobra pose can gently stimulate circulation to the groin area. Consider pairing these stretches with your massage routine for enhanced benefits. Step 4. Testicular stimulation. Your testicles are responsible for approximately 95% of your body's testosterone production. If your testicles aren't functioning optimally or aren't receiving adequate blood flow, your testosterone levels may wane more quickly. Daily, gentle massages. Take a few minutes each day, perhaps after a shower when the area is warm, to gently massage your testicles. This practice may boost local circulation and support overall testicular health. Some men report feeling an uptick in energy, libido, and even mood when they incorporate regular testicular stimulation. Temperature regulation. The testicles need to be a few degrees cooler than body temperature for optimal function. That's why they're external. Avoid excessively tight underwear or constant exposure to high heat, such as hot tubs, saunas, or laptops placed directly on your lap for long periods. All of these habits can influence sperm production and testosterone levels. Step 5. Reduce belly fat. Excess abdominal fat is a double whammy. It not only visually diminishes apparent penile length, but also contributes to insulin resistance and lower testosterone levels. The connection between belly fat and male sexual health is well documented. A 2012 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed that men who lost significant weight around the midsection reported improved erectile quality and higher testosterone levels. Start with low-impact exercises. If you're new to exercise or have existing joint issues, begin with low-impact workouts like swimming, walking, or cycling. These activities elevate your heart rate without putting excessive strain on your knees or hips, and gradually increase intensity. After building a baseline of fitness, introduce more resistance training. Squats, deadlifts, and other compound movements can be fantastic for boosting testosterone and burning belly fat. Aim for a balance of cardio and strength training 3 to 5 times a week, depending on your schedule and fitness level. Dietary considerations. Cut down on refined sugars, processed foods, and excess alcohol. While the occasional treat is fine, consistent consumption of sugary drinks and ultra-processed snacks can quickly lead to weight gain. Prioritize nutrient-dense meals filled with whole grains, lean proteins, and plenty of vegetables. A 2019 review in the journal Nutrients found that individuals who followed a Mediterranean-style diet had better metabolic profiles and lower incidences of obesity and erectile dysfunction. Additional considerations and helpful analogies. To further flesh out how you can both prevent and reverse penile shrinkage, let's bring in some extra analogies and scenarios. Think of blood vessels as garden hoses. If the hose, your artery, is kinked or clogged, blood won't flow effectively. Over time, the garden, your penile tissue, will wither due to insufficient water. The goal is to keep your hoses free of kinks or blockages by controlling blood pressure, cholesterol, and inflammation. Testosterone as the body's internal thermostat. If your internal thermostat, testosterone, is set too low, Various systems, libido, energy, tissue health, won't function at their peak. You want to maintain a comfortable setting where everything operates smoothly. Over time, poor diet, lack of exercise, and chronic stress can slowly lower that thermostat. Through the tips we've covered, exercise, sleep, dietary choices, you can inch it back up, or at least prevent a drastic downward spiral. Regular erections as mini maintenance checks. Just as you'd periodically start a car that's been sitting in the garage to ensure the engine still runs smoothly, you want regular erections, be they nocturnal or otherwise, to keep the penis healthy. This doesn't mean you have to be sexually active 24/7, but it does mean being mindful of the body's signals. If you notice a decline in morning or nocturnal erections, it might be an early warning sign to pay attention to. The power of mindset and stress management. Chronic stress is like an acid bath for your hormonal balance. High cortisol levels can suppress testosterone production, lead to emotional eating, causing belly fat, and disrupt sleep, all culminating in a higher risk for shrinkage. Incorporating mindfulness practices, such as meditation, yoga, or even simple deep breathing exercises, can keep stress hormones in check. A 2019 study in Frontiers in Psychiatry found that individuals practicing regular mindfulness and stress reduction techniques had more stable cortisol levels and fewer metabolic disturbances than those who did not. The social factor. Research has pointed out that men with strong social connections, including supportive partners and friends, often maintain better overall health. Having an accountability partner, or simply engaging in open conversations about health and well-being, can encourage you to stick to beneficial habits and seek help earlier when issues arise. Sexual health is often regarded as a taboo topic, but staying silent can cost you. Don't hesitate to discuss concerns with a trusted healthcare provider or partner. Early interventions can be transformative. Clarifying common myths. In the spirit of thoroughness, let's address some common myths around penile shrinkage and male sexual health. Misinformation can impede progress, so it's vital to separate fact from fiction. Myth: penile shrinkage is purely genetic and there's nothing you can do about it. Truth: while genetics do play a role in determining baseline penile size, the extent and speed of shrinkage are heavily influenced by lifestyle factors like diet, exercise, body weight, and vascular health. Making positive changes can significantly impact outcomes. Myth: using a penis pump or engaging in jelqing techniques will permanently harm the penis. Truth: when misused or overdone, yes, these methods can cause bruising or vessel damage. However, when done correctly and in moderation, especially using reputable devices and proper techniques, both pumping and gentle massaging can be beneficial for tissue health. Myth: testosterone replacement therapy, TRT, is the only option if your levels are low. Truth: while TRT can help some men, it's not always the first line of defense and should be approached cautiously. Lifestyle interventions, improving sleep, reducing stress, losing excess weight, and ensuring nutrient-rich diets can often boost testosterone to healthy levels without medical intervention. Myth: shrinkage is a normal part of aging. Surgery is the only real way to regain length. Truth: surgery is an invasive step and typically reserved for very specific medical conditions. Most men can maintain or even improve their size through consistent healthy practices. Even those noticing noticeable shrinkage can often see improvements by addressing the underlying causes, rather than opting for an operation. Myth: supplements alone can fix everything. Truth: while supplements like vitamin C, omega-3s, or flavonoids can be incredibly helpful, they are not magic bullets. They work best when paired with balanced nutrition, regular exercise, stress management, and adequate sleep. Think of them as helpful tools, not cure-alls. Building a comprehensive plan. If you want to tackle shrinkage from all angles, consider creating a structured, day-to-day regimen that addresses each of the components we've discussed. Here's a sample outline. Morning routine. Hydration. Start your day with a large glass of water. Adequate hydration is key to healthy circulation. Light exercise. Spend 10 to 15 minutes doing basic stretching or yoga poses such as the downward dog, cobra pose, and hip openers to increase blood flow to the pelvic area. Nutrition. Have a breakfast that includes protein, eggs or Greek yogurt, healthy fats, avocado or nuts, and whole grains or fresh fruit. This sets your metabolic tone for the day. Midday quick movement breaks. If you have a sedentary job, stand up at least once an hour. Walk around, do a few squats, or stretch. This keeps blood moving and helps prevent insulin resistance. Lunch. Focus on vegetables, lean protein, chicken, fish, or legumes, and whole grains, brown rice, quinoa. Incorporate some nitrate-rich greens like spinach or arugula to boost nitric oxide. Afternoon. Stress management. Schedule a 5-minute breathing exercise or a quick mindfulness session if stress is creeping up. Remember, stress directly impacts cortisol and subsequently testosterone. Snack smartly. Instead of grabbing chips, go for a handful of almonds, magnesium-rich, or a piece of dark chocolate, flavonoids. Evening. Balanced dinner. Aim for a mix of protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Include foods like salmon for omega-3s or a hearty vegetable stew with beans. Light exercise or a walk. Even a 20-minute stroll can aid digestion, regulate blood sugar, and improve your sleep quality. Limit screen time before bed. Blue light from smartphones or computers can disrupt melatonin production, impairing sleep. Poor sleep equates to lower testosterone and higher stress hormones. Nighttime routine, testicular massage. After a warm shower, spend a few minutes gently massaging your testicles. This can encourage blood flow and support testosterone production. Penis pump or massage, optional. If you're incorporating this into your routine, do it before bed following the guidelines we mentioned. Keep sessions short and controlled. Wind down properly. Perhaps read a book, listen to calming music, or practice some light meditation. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep. By weaving these habits into your daily schedule, you're creating a multi-layered defense against the factors that lead to shrinkage. It's a holistic approach, one that tackles nutrition, circulation, hormonal health, stress, and mechanical stimulation in tandem. The role of professional guidance. While most of what we've discussed can be done on your own, don't hesitate to consult a qualified healthcare professional if you have underlying medical conditions or if you're unsure about the safety of certain interventions. Conditions such as uncontrolled diabetes, cardiovascular disease, or severe obesity may require a more tailored approach. Additionally, if you're considering hormone therapy, you should work closely with an endocrinologist or a urologist who specializes in men's health to ensure any hormonal interventions are safe and appropriate for you. Moreover, regular checkups can spot issues early on. For instance, routine blood tests can reveal whether your testosterone levels are dropping faster than average or if your cholesterol and triglycerides are inching upward, early indicators of potential vascular problems that can accelerate shrinkage. In many cases, your physician might recommend additional therapies like pelvic floor exercises, which target and strengthen the muscles that support erection quality. Strengthening your pelvic floor can bolster erection hardness and stamina, further reducing the risk or severity of shrinkage. Deeper dive into testosterone. Because testosterone has been mentioned multiple times, let's delve a bit deeper into its role, beyond just the surface-level explanation. Testosterone is produced primarily in the testicles, with a small percentage derived from the adrenal glands. In men, it's responsible for regulating libido, influencing mood and energy levels, maintaining muscle mass and bone density, supporting healthy erectile function. As men age, the gradual decline in testosterone can be exacerbated by factors like obesity, smoking, or chronic illnesses. According to research in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, having consistently low testosterone isn't just bad for your sex life. It can also predispose you to metabolic syndrome, cardiovascular disease, and even osteoporosis. If you suspect you're experiencing low testosterone, symptoms might include persistent fatigue, low libido, difficulty maintaining erections, and muscle weakness. It's wise to get a blood test. Total testosterone levels, free testosterone, and SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin, are common metrics doctors check. If levels are indeed low, the first recommendation is often lifestyle changes. Only if these prove ineffective might a specialist consider hormone replacement therapy. And a note on the phenomenon of normal ranges. The reference range for testosterone can vary based on the lab, but it's often between 300 and 1,000 nanograms per deciliter, nanograms per deciliter. Being within the normal range doesn't necessarily mean optimal for you personally. Some men feel best at the higher end, while others function well in the mid-range. Your healthcare provider can help interpret results in the context of your symptoms and overall health. Addressing psychological factors. In discussions about penile size and sexual health, the psychological component should not be overlooked. Anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem can have a profound impact on sexual function. Even mild stress or worry about performance can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, leading to weaker erections or less enjoyment, factors that can perpetuate a cycle of negative thoughts and further shrinkage concerns. Performance anxiety. Men who worry excessively about their performance may find that their sympathetic nervous system remains in overdrive, inhibiting the physiological responses needed for a strong erection. Body image issues. Concerns about penis size can lead to avoidance of intimacy, which in turn reduces the use it or lose it frequency of erections. Over time, that can contribute to atrophy. Seek support. Therapy, especially cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can help you break the cycle of negative thoughts. Couples therapy can also be beneficial if relationship dynamics are contributing to performance pressure. According to a 2019 study in the Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy, men who participated in brief cognitive behavioral interventions reported better sexual performance, lower anxiety, and higher satisfaction. Clearing mental hurdles can bolster your confidence, indirectly improving sexual function and minimizing the risk of shrinkage. Why natural methods matter. In an age of quick fixes and instant gratification, it's tempting to look for a magical pill or an instant solution. However, surgeries or certain enhancement procedures often come with their own set of risks, side effects, or unnatural results. While advanced medical interventions have their place, especially for severe conditions, most men can support or restore their penile health with natural, lifestyle-based methods. These methods are safer, more cost-effective, and provide broader benefits to overall health, rather than isolating just one issue. By choosing a holistic approach, focusing on diet, exercise, stress management, sleep, and mechanical stimulation techniques, you're simultaneously benefiting your heart, your weight, your mental well-being, and your longevity. It's a win-win that extends beyond the realm of sexual health. Final thoughts. Penile shrinkage does not have to be a permanent part of aging. By understanding the root causes, reduced blood flow, hormonal imbalances, belly fat, and the decline in nocturnal erections, and implementing targeted strategies like improving your cardiovascular health, staying active, managing your weight, and taking advantage of safe mechanical interventions, you can exert significant control over your sexual health. The truth is, the body is remarkably resilient when given the right tools and environment. If you found this expanded discussion valuable, please hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you won't miss our future updates. And don't forget to give this video or post a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people who can benefit from this information. Statistically, men often hesitate to seek help for sexual health issues due to embarrassment or stigma. But the more we talk about these topics, the more men realize there are practical, natural solutions. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Type yes in the comments if you found this helpful, or no if there's more you'd like us to cover. Your input shapes the content we create. And if you've had personal success with any of these methods, whether it's maintaining a certain routine, losing belly fat, or using a penis pump, feel free to share your story. It might inspire someone else to take that first step toward improving their own sexual health. Remember, you have the power to reclaim your confidence and maintain your vitality at any age. While the topic of penile shrinkage can be uncomfortable, approaching it with knowledge and a proactive spirit can make all the difference. This isn't about vanity. It's about preserving a critical aspect of well-being that influences not just your body, but also your state of mind. Thank you for joining me in this deep dive into penile shrinkage. Never forget, it's never too late to take action. With the right plan, consistent effort, and a willingness to address underlying health concerns, you can safeguard your most valued asset, naturally and effectively. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Keep learning, stay proactive, and take control of your health.